Good afternoon, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nicky D, and welcome back to the Nicky D channel. Today, we're going to be doing the 2025 Tennessee Volunteers Recap Week 1, as the Tennessee Volunteers went down to Atlanta for the Aflac Kickoff Show to take on Steve Angeli and the Syracuse Orange. What's your favorite play of the game? Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future videos. With that being said, I hope everybody continues to have an amazing day, and without further ado, let's get to the 2025 Tennessee Volunteers season. Started August 30th as the Joey Aguilar-led number 24 Tennessee Volunteers went down to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia for the Aflac Kickoff Show to take on Steve Angeli and the Syracuse Orange. This game had a noontime kickoff. Everything got underway on time. Tennessee got the ball first. They drove down the field and ended up kicking a 34-yard field goal by Max Gilbert with 12:46 to go in the first quarter, as the Tennessee Volunteers went up 3-0 against Syracuse. Then Tennessee got the ball back and drove down the field yet again. Got their first touchdown of the season, capped off with a 2-yard touchdown run by Peyton Lewis with 6:02 to go in the first quarter, putting Tennessee up 10-0 against Syracuse. Then Tennessee ended up fumbling the football away. Syracuse got the ball, and on the very first play of Syracuse's drive, they fumbled the football, scooped up by Colton Hood, and taken 22 yards back to the house, as the Tennessee Volunteers got their first defensive touchdown since 2023 with 56 seconds left in the first quarter to go up 17-0 against Syracuse. Then we went to the second quarter, where Syracuse finally got it going, drove down the field, capped it off with a 2-yard touchdown run by Yazin Willis with 11:40 to go in the first half, cutting the Tennessee lead down to 17-7. But as we've learned under head coach Josh Heupel, when the other team scores, Tennessee responds extremely fast. Second play of the Tennessee drive, 73-yard pass, deep bomb from Joey Aguilar to Braylon Staley with 11:14 to go to half, just 26 seconds later, putting Tennessee ahead 24-7. Then we had a couple of 3-and-outs by both teams, but Syracuse drove down the field, and right after the 2-minute warning, a 3-yard pass from Steve Angeli to Jonte Cook with 1:55 to half, cutting the lead to 24-14. Then Tennessee got the ball back and yet again drove right down the field, and right before the half, a 1-yard touchdown run by Deshaun Bishop with 21 seconds left in the first half. We went to halftime with the score Tennessee 31, Syracuse 14, and we kicked things off right off the bat in the second half. Syracuse got the ball to start the second half, and on the very first play, the pass was tipped up into the air, and a diving interception by Jeremiah Thielander set Tennessee up in Syracuse plus territory, Tennessee, and Tennessee had no problem responding with a 7-yard touchdown pass from Joey Aguilar to Star Thomas with 12:22 to go in the third quarter, putting Tennessee ahead 38-14. But Syracuse was able to rally due to the fact that Tennessee in the third quarter really didn't run the clock out as much as we expected. Syracuse drove down the field, a 1-yard run by Yazin Willis, his second of the day, 7:33 to go in the third quarter. Syracuse would try to go for two, no good. So Tennessee at this point led 38-20, and that's how the game looked going into the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, Syracuse drove down the field again with a 1-yard run by Yazin Willis, his third of the day. 11:54 to go in the game. Syracuse would go for two to try to cut the lead to 10, but that would come up no good. So Tennessee was up 38-26. Then Tennessee ended up getting the ball, driving down the field with a drive that was almost 5 minutes long. And it was capped off with a 2-yard pass from Joey Aguilar to the tight end Miles Kitselman with 3:57 to go. And as that wrapped up the scoring, the final score, Tennessee 45, Syracuse 26. Up next on the 2025 Tennessee Volunteers Recap Week 1 show, we break down the statistics from the Syracuse-Tennessee game. We're going to start out with Syracuse. Steve Angeli, 23-40 passing, 274 yards, a touchdown pass, and an interception thrown. In the running game, Yazin Willis led all rushers for Syracuse. He had 23 carries for 91 yards, and not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in this game. And receiving wise, Jonte Cook leading the way for the Syracuse receivers with 6 catches for 58 yards and a touchdown catch. And now we go to the Tennessee side, where Joey Aguilar had a stellar debut in Knoxville. 16 for 28 passing, 247 yards through the air, 3 touchdown passes, and no interceptions for the UCLA transfer. Star Thomas led the way in rushing, even though Peyton Lewis had a rushing touchdown in the first quarter. Deshaun Bishop had a rushing touchdown in the second quarter. Star Thomas had 12 carries for 92 yards, even though he did not find the end zone today. Receiving wise, Braylon Staley led all receivers with 4 catches for 95 yards and that 73-yard touchdown reception in the second quarter as well. And that's who led statistics for Syracuse and Tennessee. Up next on the 2025 Tennessee Volunteers Recap Week 1 show, we break down Tennessee and we grade them on offense, defense, special teams, and a new one this year, game management. This will go over how well Tennessee used their timeouts, used the clock, and took care of the game as seen fit. So we're going to start out on the offensive side of things, and I'm going to give Tennessee an A-. I know a lot of people would give them higher, but I did see some things offensively that they need to improve. That fumble in the first quarter is probably the biggest reason why they have an A-. But they did a lot of things right on the offensive side of the ball. Joey Aguilar had 3 passing touchdowns. Peyton Lewis and Deshaun Bishop each had a touchdown on the ground. And Tennessee had 45 points in the win. So definitely offense was humming on all cylinders this weekend. So I'm giving them an A minus. The defense for me is going to get a C. Yes, I'm giving the defense a C. Why? A big reason they gave up 26 points to an unranked Syracuse team. Not to mention they allowed 3 rushing touchdowns for Syracuse. One of them was from 2 yards out, and the other ones were from 1 yard out apiece. So all 3 of them were right down there at the goal line. And they allowed 4 touchdowns overall. So definitely need to improve defensively about allowing points. But they did get the interception. They did get the fumble recovery to the house. So there was some good in there. And they were able to hold Syracuse to 0 points in the first quarter. That was big because they had 17 in the first. So definitely there is some room for improvement. And special teams, I'm going to give them a B. They converted all their extra points. Max Gilbert connected on a 34-yard field goal on the opening drive of the game. So there was no real mistakes by the special teams. So they've definitely earned their B this week. And clock management, I'm going to give them a C plus here. A big reason why they're not higher is just simply of the fact that they did not run much of the clock out in the third quarter when they had a 24-point lead, giving Syracuse a few extra possessions to try to get back in the game. Granted, they didn't, which is why this isn't worse, but Tennessee could have also used some timeouts in the first half in certain situations, so definitely could be improving there. But overall, Tennessee did run the clock out mid to late in the fourth quarter, but they could have ran it out sooner, giving Syracuse less possessions. That's why this week clock management is getting a C plus. And up next on the 2025 Tennessee Volunteers Recap Show, we're going to discuss their next opponent. Their next game will be a home game in Knoxville, September 6th, as they're going to be taking on the East Tennessee State Buccaneers, 3:30 kickoff. So definitely I expect Tennessee to be able to run wild in this game. I really feel like this is going to be a cupcake game for Tennessee. I'm expecting Joey Aguilar to have at least 3 or 4 touchdown passes. I think this is a game where you could see Jake Merlinger or George McIntyre come in for Tennessee in the second half. And I definitely would love to see that, considering I really thought Jake Merlinger was going to be the starter week 1. So it'll be great to see him in action and see how much he's improved during the offseason as well. I expect Peyton Lewis to get 100 yards. I expect Deshaun Bishop to get close to 100 yards. And I expect Star Thomas to get his first rushing touchdown of the season in week 2 as well. But the next time the Tennessee Volunteers play Saturday, September 6th, at home in Knoxville, the East Tennessee State Buccaneers coming to town with a 3:30 kickoff, so don't miss it. And that was the 2025 Tennessee Volunteers Recap Week 1 show. What was your favorite play of the game? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about college football? Just post a message down in the message box below, and I read and reply to every comment I see. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button. And if you want to see some more of me, Nikki D, then go check out another one of my videos because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nikki D. This is the Nikki D channel, and I will see all of y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.